3, 2, 1.
Swing and a must.
Swing and a must.
Give it another shot. I'll give you one more try. There it is. That was a better shot. Yeah, welcome back to Longboats and Luchadors, where Eddie has decided that he's no longer into clapping. Now he's slapping
boring.
random body parts.
Yeah, just wait till I slap
for the
you.
countdown.
Not even
Do
gonna
it
tell you
and
about
you're cool. This is what, like
This one's been a
episode
long time
4
coming.
or 5 into our summer series, right?
Yes, but we're going
Okay.
to switch it up.
That's true.
Always on the swivel.
Always on a swivel.
Semper Gumby. So.
But long time coming, you
yeah,
said.
this episode has been a long time coming because we've got the ever famous Bob the bartender. Bob Tender the
But there's a lot of bees.
Yeah.
So.
Bar the Bob Tender.
Yeah, and I told you last night, like, I don't think there's a single person that we've talked about more on this show.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
The first time we ever referenced...
I think it was episode 1 or 2.
It was very
bologna incident.
early, but it was when we were girding.
Yeah, it was the bologna
Is when
incident
you
of
taught me
25.
what girding was.
Yeah.
I put it on TikTok, and the AI developed the subtitles, and then afterwards, Eddie was like, hey, that's not how you spell girding. And I was like,
Yeah.
it's not a thing, is it? Like, it's real?
Shout out to Aunt Lorraine
Yeah.
for telling me what it actually meant.
Yeah.
It's a gastrointestinal reflux disorder, something like that. Yeah.
It's nasty.
Yeah, it's been very more prominent since I've started doing this show with you. Thanks.
My fault. That's what you're going to pin this on? Thanks. I appreciate that.
Little mushy here first, but thanks for having me on. I'm
Yeah.
happy to be here.
We're super excited. From the beginning, we were
Yeah.
like, we have to have.
And
Bob
we
on there.
we knew when you came on, it was a Miller Lite episode.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Dad beer. Hell,
So what got you into Miller Lite?
Miller Lite. Yeah, just actually started kind of natty.
Really?
Yeah. A little bit of NASCAR probably, too. You know? Little Keselowski, and
Yep.
saw the Miller Lite car there at Michigan. Pretty interesting, and watch those engineers, you know, pushing the Miller Lite car through tech and all that. But I don't know. It's good light Pilsner.
Bob's the one who got me into NASCAR.
Yeah, you told me
And-
the story
and-
before.
and
Has he
he-
ever told you that story? About how you got him into NASCAR?
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Over in Washington.
Oh, okay.
I think it was. I can't remember what race it was. And then you're like, oh yeah, you know, started explaining it to me, and then of course going into the aerodynamics of the cars, and you know the side drifting, the back drifting.
Oh, yeah.
or
There's
drafting.
engineering
Yeah.
in it, believe it or
Uh-huh.
not.
Oh,
yeah.
Even though they're going to the left.
There's a lot of skill that goes into it, too. Like, I don't know. Like, I didn't realize this. Those guys are, like, a foot away from each other.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, imagine if you're on a highway and someone's, like, a foot away from you, like, how tense you are, how nervous you are. And if you're not, then you should probably not be driving. I didn't know they were that close until I was watching a NASCAR race, and like they showed how close they were, and then they showed their speed, and they're like over 200 miles an hour, and they're less than a foot away from each
I
other.
always say rubbing is racing. So.
I was racing a lot before I met Sarah.
I don't know what that means,
No,
but I
no,
don't.
I'll wait. I'll wait. Bob got it.
Okay. I'm glad.
But special episode means special bottle.
Special bottle, yeah. The boat this week is. Oh, I didn't take the wrapper off. Hopefully, I can get this off.
It's all right. It's
got
your first
serrates.
episode.
What?
Nothing.
Talk shit, get hit. Retired back in March. A lot of people bought me bottles
Quitter.
of bourbon. Yeah, thanks. Bought me bottles of alcohol. Not just because they know I love alcohol, but because of the podcast, right? Like
Did they tell you that?
some people, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Hamilton,
Yeah.
his bottle, he bought it for an episode, yeah. But this bottle is a Middle West Spirits that Bob and Connie bought for me. I figured there was no better time than the first episode we get to do with Bartender Bob, because you're going to be on more episodes. Like, I don't know if you...
Ohio.
Yep.
Yeah,
Coming
we're
up
coming
in
to Ohio,
a
yeah.
couple weeks. Yeah, he'll be back on.
Why not open this bottle? I've never had anything like this. This looks like a local distillery. Is it like
Yeah.
close to you guys?
Yeah, it's just downtown Columbus.
Yeah. Have you ever had any of this?
Never. So
Connie, have you?
we're looking.
Yeah, we got a fourth
Yeah, we
glass
got a fourth glass.
over
I had
here
to ask.
because
I was
we're
like,
gonna We're going to pour a little out for Connie, too, who's sitting in the audience.
Yeah, she
But
went
yeah,
on
I'm
the
excited
website.
about this one. Ooh, and it smells good. In true Longboats and Luchadors fashion, right? The best bottle is the one you get to share with friends. Connie, I'm going to pour this like this, and you just say when.
Whatever you guys poured. You want more?
The girding has been at bay, so
Yeah, well,
pour away.
gird away.
Yeah, we're about to unleash the gird.
Truly.
Right on.
Yeah, it smells really good. So,
Yeah, I got to use this bottle to ice you at your retirement.
did you?
Yeah.
Was it this bottle?
It was-
It was. Oh my God, I forgot about that. All right.
Great icing.
Yeah, we're
25.
going to cheers and then we'll have to tell that story.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Are we slamming it?
No. We don't slam it.
To successful career there in the Navy, and appreciate your service, sir.
Thank you, sir.
And you as well.
Thanks. I'm not even halfway there, but hey, you know,
That is really good.
very witty.
So, did he tell...
What way? Say witty what way?
That's another movie. That's
It's a
movie
hot
that-
rod.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
we've
love that
talked
movie.
about Hot Rod and how
Yeah.
we need to sit down and watch it together because it's one of those movies that you have to watch with the right people
Yeah.
in order to fully enjoy it. But did he tell you the story about when he iced me with that bottle?
No.
You guys sent the thing saying, hey, we got you a present, like it's on the way. And then when it showed up, Eddie came back to the house, picked it up, and he went and came back to our place.
Because it was
And
delivered the day of the party.
Yeah, yeah. So he picks it up, and then he came back to the house.
You have to explain what icing is.
Oh yeah.
Who doesn't know what icing
Oh, a few years back, they started this thing called icing. So, like, if you were able to sneak in a Smirnoff Ice so that someone didn't know that they were drinking it or they were grabbing at it, then they had to take a knee and chug the whole thing
Oh, geez.
as
It
punishment.
was like it was like a public shaming.
Yeah.
essentially.
We started doing it a couple weeks before the retirement ceremony, and he...
So I opened the whole container that it came in. Took out the bottle, put rocks from my front yard
Oh, no.
into the bottom.
So that it weighed the same as a whiskey bottle and
Yeah,
not a
about a
Smirnoff
liter.
bottle. Yeah.
Put the bubble wrap back in, and then just boop, put it back in the container, put it back in the box, and then took it over. Right.
Yep.
Went over, and I was like, "Oh yeah, did you open the bottle yet?" And he goes, "No." I'm like,
And he's like, hold on, because Bob and Connie want to see you open it. And I was like, okay, that's weird, but okay. Right? So he's like filming me the whole time. So I get the container out and I like pop the top and I looked in and I saw a Smirnoff Ice in there and I was like, fuck you.
"Happy retirement."
And Bob and Connie as well.
Right off the rip, I was like, did they know? Did they do this? And he was like, no, I did it.
Of course.
So, we have to talk about a couple of things. So the marquee, right? We said we were going to talk about this when you were
Did
on
you see
here.
this?
Yes, I did. It started off with Bob the bartender,
It did.
and I'm like, oh shit. Aunt Lorraine's going to get her ass kicked. That's all I can say.
There's a couple of Bob stories that we're going to have to get into.
Yeah.
Right, so first one is Earth.
Yes.
Who is Earth?
Herf is a make-believe wiener dog back in many decades ago in the hills of northwestern Pennsylvania in the Allegheny Mountains. So not much to do up in the mountains. And not allowed to have a dog, so you make it up. So the wiener dog became a little section of rubber hose with some black electrical tape taped to the back of my bicycle, and up and down the dirt road we lived on, kind of pulled her
You was on your bike?
bicycle.
Okay.
Yes.
They told me that you used to walk with it. Like, I didn't know he was strapped
I
to
dragged
the
that.
back of your bicycle, just dragging his ass up and down.
I dragged that piece of rubber hose everywhere.
Irv also saved your life one night.
Irv saved your life?
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, was that the bat?
Oh, okay, yeah. So again,
Saved your life.
we lived in a small Cape Cod up in the up in the Alleghenies. You know, a lot of wildlife, a lot of other things going on. Of course, we had a walkout basement. We're always leaving the door open. Things are coming in and out of the house. And one night, my brother and I shared a room, and I heard like this fluttering over my face. And I was like, what the hell is that? And then all of a sudden I heard it hit, and my dad has his gun cabinet in our bedroom locked. And
Yeah, obviously.
keep us out, keep us
Even
out of
back in those days, like we're still responsible.
keep us out of the guns. And I heard this bang, and I'm like, oh man! And I got up, turned the light on, and I saw it swoop right by my face, and I'm like, oh crap, a bat. I'm like, oh,
Big
my
bat?
God. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're big when you're little, and then their teeth are this big.
Yep.
You know, all that stuff. So I obviously ran downstairs to Mom and Dad's room, said, hey, there's a bat in the room, My dad's like rolling over, oh, it's just a Miller, son, handled it. And my mom's like, Jim, go up there and take care of that. See what's going on. Because I was like, it is a bat, guaranteed. And so my mom actually came up, and we opened the door. Meanwhile, my little brother's still sleeping in his
Fuck
bed.
him.
Oh, yeah.
Don't give a shit about him.
And we kind of cracked the door open, and I happened to see it out of the corner of my eye. I was hanging upside down behind the dresser in the room, and I go, there it is. Mom goes, holy shit. She ran down and said, Jim, it is a bat. You know, take care of it. And then she goes, and get Jimmy out of that damn bedroom. And so anyway, we wake him up, get him out, and then Dad closes the door behind us, and then we hear this bang, crash, slamming around. Then it's quiet. And we're like, man, is he down? What's going on here? And then bang, crash, slam. Quiet again. And then another round of that, and then my dad came out. Of course, yeah, hair's all messed up, and he goes, got it, and he had it, and he had the rubber hose. He killed it with earth. And I'm like, son of a gun. So that became the neighborhood, talking piece that morning. Everyone come down to see the bat. This was my room, Buck killed us. Had teeth this big last night, but no, my dad knocked them out with earth. So
Best wiener dog.
Yeah.
best wiener dog
Well,
ever.
Probably the only wiener dog I know that could have killed a bat. I'm not gonna lie.
Speaking of the neighborhood, right? Like, there's also the time that you were cleaning your room and
Okay.
raffling off.
Yeah.
What?
Did you have a sideline with Aunt Lorraine? Yeah. So I was the oldest boy, second oldest of the kids, and I had a kind of a demeanor, I guess, when Mom brought the groceries in. I would like open up cereal boxes and go right, my hand, God knows where the hand was, go right down and get the prize. Well, I would do that. My brother and sisters never got any of those things, and I would put them in a drawer up in my room and just keep piling them up, hoarding them, and Mom was on me. I was a little older, and she's like, clean this damn room up. And I was okay, I got it. And I opened up the window of the bedroom and kind of called all the little neighbor kids over, which half of them were my brother and sisters. And I'm like, okay, and who wants a Quisp Moonwalker, and well, it's still in the package. And they were all, oh, yeah, I do. So I had all the little neighbor kids, piled up, and I'd be throwing this stuff out the window at them. They'd be fighting. I'd be like, hey, all right, and it'd be a big cloud of dust, and someone would, I got it. I said, you're the winner. Okay, next. And that went on until that drawer was empty, and about 2/3 of all that garbage that I threw out the window came back in the house because my brother and sisters got it. Mom was wanting to kick my ass.
But you got rid of a third of it, at least.
Yeah, my room was clean.
Another thing, I kept this album. So I was torn choosing the album for this episode. That one was at the top of my list. Second was going to be Black Oak, Arkansas.
Yeah.
All right, because there's a connection to that one.
So what's the connection with the fog hat?
That one's kind of, it's a little personal, honestly. Like, it's kind of, so like,
Oh,
no, not like that, but like,
fuck me, I guess.
So, Bob,
Like personal between you two or personal to you, Bob?
it was personal to him, and then,
And then
he told
to
me the
us.
story. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of to us.
Yeah.
And
Bob's also a big vinyl guy.
Yeah.
So, he told me the story that I don't even know how old you were, but your mom had like a record player, like one of
Yeah.
those big cabinet.
yeah, big console RCA, cabinet. I remember my dad turning, Beatle records on it and stuff. That sounded great. It was just amazing, a little kid. And then, of course, we moved to Ohio. My mom experienced what a garage sale was. We never knew. We saw a sign, a garage sale. Why are they selling their garage? It wasn't a thing in PA, but my mom quickly realized what a garage sale was. She goes, okay, it's a good place, a good way to get rid of your junk.
Yeah.
And she's like, she started tagging everything, and she put a tag on that thing. It was like $10 or $5. I'm like, oh, it's a cherry cabinet, RCA console. She goes, it doesn't work. And I said, wait, you can't sell this. And I took the tag off of it. I took the back off, and it had the vacuum tube in it. And I pulled all the tubes, cleaned it, dusted everything off, cleaned it real good, put all the tubes back in, went over and hit the button. I saw that little red light come up on the front of that, and I'm like, oh, okay. And now I need some vinyl. And my old sister Lorraine, she moved to Columbus with us. Anyway, she had some vinyl, and that was like kind of on the top. And I said, well, heck, I picked up the Fog Hat album and set it on there and push play, 33 1/3, hit play, and that stylus went over and dropped. I heard just crack, and I'm like, and all of a sudden, Fool for the City just kicked off, and the hair's climbing. And I said, Mom came down. She goes, what? I said, don't sell this, and that was the story there. But then, with that album there,
Yeah.
and then I confiscated it from Lorraine.
So he told me about that story, and I was like, oh, that was cool. And so after I graduated prototype, passed my board. It was like, 1 o'clock in the morning when I passed my final board. Crazy.
Oh, this is the same trip where you drove for like 15 minutes
Yep,
and he took a
yep.
nap and then woke up and you were like, oh, you
Yeah.
did so good, babe.
Yeah.
Can I sleep now?
This.
Yeah. So yeah. Yep. We'll get to that.
This?
Oh yeah. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Right,
We'll get to it. I'm learning so much in this episode. I love it.
So finished my board at 1 o'clock in the morning. Called Sara, like happiest I could be at up to that point.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, I passed. And then so she goes, all right, cool. Are we gonna leave? I said, we can. Adrenaline's rushing.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
I'm ready to
let's
go.
And so like we packed up my Dodge Journey, and she's pregnant as shit, and I get in the driver's seat. We take off. About 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. We're in West Virginia. Sun's starting to come over the mountains, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I hate to do this. Can you drive? She goes, sure. And I said, okay. Anyways, I get in the passenger seat. I knock out.
Yeah.
Right? Couldn't have been more than 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
And to this day, I'm pretty sure she did it on purpose, where she was talking to Connie on the phone, on the speakerphone.
No, Linda called and I turned the volume.
Oh, yeah. She turned that shit up. And
Just crank that right the fuck up.
Like, they said something, I was, like, how long was I out? She goes, 45 minutes. I said, wow, I feel like I got 6 hours of sleep. I'm fantastic. Finally get up to Ohio, and you had this old belt drive. Wasn't it like a turntable? And
Linear tracking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get it to work, so we were down at the bar. You had just finished the bar. He goes, I just don't know what's going on. I was like, well, we look at it. Go on, boom, boom, boom.
Let me look at it. I'm kind of a nuclear engineer now.
And so, but I pushed a couple buttons, and then I put that album on. And same thing. And it started playing over the speakers. He goes, oh my god. And he goes, all it took was a nuclear engineer. That's what he said. It was that.
No, he was
Same
kind. He
album?
said quietly, he said, "Dumbass, didn't have it plugged in."
Oh, the old ONOFF yeah, been there.
Yeah. So
Is it on?
So it was.
Is it
was
plugged
that,
in?
It was that album while we were up in.
So that's the first album you heard on that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I was going somewhere, and then
Kids out.
this the.
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Oh, this.
Driving, yeah.
Yeah.
You
What
you
was
guys
this?
are the origin of that story. So
Well, it was kind of, you kicked it off with the, hey, I can't drive anymore.
which first off, as a guy, that takes a lot of like I'm okay with relinquishing command
Yeah.
to say like I can't.
You guys will experience this coming to Ohio. Coming up 77, when you get into on the turnpike, West Virginia, it feels like you're just going into a corkscrew, and especially when it's dark. And we left. I don't know. It was midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and so going through there, and Connie said, "Hey, I can drive. I said, "Look, let's get through West Virginia, and let's get to daylight, and then you can take over." I said, "So, that's a good probably 4 hours. So get rest, get sleep, get ready. Daylight, we're out of West Virginia. Things are starting to flatten out a little bit. You start feeling that like you're just that straight downhill to sea level." And Connie's like, "You want me to drive?" I said, "You know what? I do. I need to get some shut eye." And she said, "Okay." So we pulled over, switched, get in the car, and I mean, instantly, kind of like you, it was like, boom, I was out. I mean, instantly. And it's hard for me to sleep as a passenger in the car. I can sleep driving all day long, but as a passenger, I cannot sleep. So
easy to do.
So easy.
and it felt like I was out for hours, and I kind of came to and kind of looked out of the corner of my eye, and Connie's over there like Jesus tapping on her forehead, and I'm like, I said, "You okay?" And she's like, I don't know. I'm struggling, and I said, "Oh well, how long have I been sleeping? I'll take over. It's got to be at least 3-4 hours and 15 minutes." I said, "Pull over." So,
God forbid.
yeah,
a
but
cattle
that was this.
I'm struggling.
Yeah, so that was a joke
Struggling.
when we were falling asleep. Just
Yeah.
you doing one of these?
Yeah.
No, I'm good.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
But I have
that
to
work?
say,
Did this help?
A little.
A little. Very little.
yes, sticking to the kind of the travel, you guys were heading west, and we were like freaked out, and that I'll let you tell that little story there. You sent us a video of where you guys were and said something about, hey, we lost cell service, blah blah blah, we're lost or something. I don't remember.
It wasn't, full circle, because it was the top corner of Wyoming
Oh, really?
where there's nothing.
Yeah.
It looked like I was trapped in that Microsoft screensaver with like just the green hills, right, and the blue sky. I was like,
Yeah, it's very beautiful, but nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I will say, like, the only time I'm gonna mention this uncle, but he was a truck driver, and he knew that I was gonna be driving from Charleston to Washington. He goes, "You need to download these apps," because since he was a truck driver, he had to know where to get gas, what was good for trucks, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So he goes, "You need to download this," and it was a lifesaver, especially going through like Wyoming and Montana. It says I've got 100 miles to empty. Closest gas station is 30 miles away. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't care how much the fuel's gonna cost.
I actually never even thought of that, because like the trip that I used to make from Cody down to Cheyenne, there's a 100-mile section in between Shoshone and Casper, Wyoming. 100 miles where there's just nothing. Like there's 5 towns in between them, but each town has a population of 20.
Jesus.
Yeah. You might be able to get gas there.
Yeah.
Not the kind you
So-
want.
Yeah.
That was kind of like a lifesaver for us, where I was like, All right.
I didn't even know there was an
And-
app for that. I mean, back then.
Yeah. Well, you didn't know Shazam was an app.
That's true. That's true.
So we sent out the video.
Yeah, what video did you send them?
Yeah,
The hood of your car.
Yeah, it was.
And two.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember.
Wait, like
yeah, no,
from
no.
the driver's
yeah,
perspective?
Yeah.
Yes.
I sent
Okay.
them a video, and they were doing construction. I think it was in Montana, and they had to divert the highway,
Okay.
but it was all dirt road, like it was unpaved. And I sent them the video.
Two ruts in the road. That's all I saw.
You just see brown tire marks? Like, that's it,
Wagon
with
wheel.
grass.
Wagon wheel ruts.
and they
Yeah.
were like, "How's everything going?" And I saw the opportunity. I was like, and I started recording, and dirt road, cloud dust, all that stuff. And I was like, the GPS is wrong. I don't know where we're at right now. Like something happened, but like we're just gonna keep tracking. We'll keep you updated. Sent the video. 2 seconds later, Connie's calling.
No, but then this was the worst part. Self-service went out.
Self-service went out? So you're trying to call, can't get a hold of them, freaking out.
It was like mid phone call too.
Absolutely freaking out.
Mid phone calls when the cell service
Yeah.
went out.
She's like, oh my Lord.
Yeah, not even enough time on the phone call to be like, just settle down, Connie. We're just joking. Like, we know exactly where we're at. It was like, oh my God, it's like Deliverance. Cell cuts out. Mom's sitting in Ohio freaking. Get in the car. We're going. We're going to Montana.
Self-service was out probably for like 45 minutes.
Like last thing she probably heard was like, "Oh my God, are those banjo?"
Yeah.
Those of you that are watching, don't play fucking jokes, okay? It's not funny. People get hurt. Oh, man.
We said before, right? Because we know you're not a chugger. We're accommodating here at Longboats and Luchadors.
Good. Yes.
Yeah, we're sober phobic, but that doesn't mean everyone has to be.
Hey Google, is it possible to get a callus on your liver?
Why do you bring that up, though? Are you ready to chug? Is that it?
Almost.
Mother, you ready to throw it back?
It's getting to a temperature.
Yeah.
This garage is at this point
Can
is
we
not
wait?
conducive.
The beers are getting
Yeah.
warm.
Oh, no,
too.
so that's actually a secret. This is a trade secret. This
Yeah.
is something we've learned
Okay.
over the 20,
Patented.
20 episodes.
Get
'Cause
to
I think
room
this is episode
temperature?
20.
20?
Really?
I think this is episode 20, yeah.
So-
So get
If
to
only
it. Not
we
quite
were as
room
consistent
temperature.
with our release schedule.
Okay. Let's, all right.
Somebody had to go and get a job. Jesus. We're kidding. We're kidding.
No, you're not.
I mean, you showed me a button.
Push it.
Okay.
Dad's so confused.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably don't need
that's
to know this.
this is something I have to bring up because
What?
I edged this yesterday on submarines. If somebody essentially shows you their cards, right, and be like, hey, these are the things that bother me. Don't do that. Don't talk about that. Like, don't mess with that. It was like, oh, you're showing me what bothers you.
Oh.
If I was like, hey, Edward, and he was like, don't call me Edward. Very well, Edward.
Yeah.
I will no longer call you Edward.
Edward.
So,
Yeah.
You find the button, and then you're like, I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. Nope.
The button is okay. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
First of all, Edward is my father.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, that's the distinction between me and my dad with Bob.
Yeah.
I'm Eddie.
And
My
he's
dad
Edward.
is Edward.
Edward.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like growing up, I was always junior. Like
Really?
my family was junior.
Okay. Well, you have Bob and then Bobby,
Bobby, yeah,
Yeah.
but
Right?
not a junior.
not a
No,
junior.
we that's a story. So yeah, I mean,
Really?
yeah, we didn't even have a name for him. It was the baby Heigl baby.
Yeah.
And the nurses, they're coming into the room and they're like, "Are you gonna give the kid a name?" And I'm like, "Yeah, Bobby." Okay, but not Junior. So we settled for Robert Alexander, and the rest is history there. But anyway, so
So how long did he go without a name?
it wasn't long, but probably
About 2 weeks.
he had it before Connie and him were discharged from the hospital. So
Did you guys not find out the sex of the baby before Bobby was born?
We
Was
did
it
not.
kind of be a
Did
surprise
we?
kind of thing?
I can't remember.
think you're asking the wrong half of the couple here.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll wait for
We
Connie.
need the other half. Yeah. Let's see.
I understand that completely.
Let's the other
My
half
brain is sitting in the audience as well.
Kind of the scarecrow. If I only had a brain. But, yeah.
So the red button story, right? Like,
Okay.
I think
the red button.
yeah. So
Not to be confused with
Oh.
the military button, but the
yeah,
red
yeah,
button.
the red button. Bob and I are very nostalgic, right? We like old shit, especially like
Because I'm an old fart.
Well, I mean, I like old stuff too, like old movies that I've never seen before, like black and white, like
Yeah.
things you would probably go to the drive-in. Like
I'm kind of the same way when it comes to like movies and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. Like new movies are cool, and I like the way that what they can do with
with like CGI,
with
and stuff, yeah.
and stuff like that. Figuring out how to do something amazing
Yeah.
with nothing.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I like about the
Yeah.
old school
Yeah, yeah,
movies and
yeah.
stuff like that.
What do they call it? Like practical effects.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I had a couple box sets of like old horror and like indie drive-in movies, right? Like they were on
Yeah.
DVDs, movies you've never heard of. Like I still have them. I could read them off to you and be like, nope,
nothing.
no.
Yeah,
And so I was talking to him about that, and he goes, "Oh yeah, like there was this movie. What was it called? Do you remember?
Oh, geez. What was it? The Crawling Hand.
Oh yeah,
this is the movie that had the red button.
yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So he said that it was the growing up.
Oh, it just freaked us out as little kids.
Really?
You know? Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, oh my God, it was horrifying. You know, nightmares all night long. I mean, day in and day out after we watched it, but we watch it over and over as it was on, it was a Chiller Theater. That was a kind of a
Yeah.
local,
Yeah.
TV station there up in the mountains, and we watched Chiller Theater, and they would play those kind of
Yeah.
movies, and yeah. So the Crawling Hand, it was horrifying.
What was the premise? I can't remember.
So astronauts went to the moon,
Yeah.
and there was some malfunction. They were stranded up there. They ran out of oxygen, and mission control kind of wrote them off. Look, we lost them. This, that, and the other. And all of a sudden, they heard, chatter and snowy, view on the monitor. All of a sudden, there's this guy, one of the astronauts. He has his helmet off. He's on the, he's on the moon surface. He's got these black, dark rings around his eye. I mean, again, it just, as a kid, scared the shit out of you. But, and he's like, he just couldn't die, no oxygen. He's up there just suffering. He's like, and he's calling for mission control to push the red, and the red is the button from mission control that will detonate the spacecraft and anything around it. And they did, and when it detonated, his hand was severed. Obviously, he was up there without oxygen for several hours, and so the hand never died either. And it came back, somehow got through atmosphere and everything, and then landed on a beach. Of course, when you're a kid, you don't know.
Yeah.
There's 8 bazillion thousand degrees on re-entry, and the hand ended up on a beach. There's some teenagers out horsing around, getting a little frisky, this, that, and the other, and the hand kind of came up and grabbed the, and then it was an ongoing killing spree. The hand.
So
And it ended up under someone's pillow, one night, and that was horrifying.
Every night going to bed,
Yeah.
check under the pillow.
Yeah.
Not a severed hand.
Box
Sweet.
check. No hand here.
I don't like movies that are just remakes. I don't like.
yeah, and speaking.
There
of
are
remakes,
certain times and certain things where I think it's done very well. Right?
name one.
Name one good remake.
Yeah,
Um.
if you got one, Bob, chime in.
Remake?
I'll wait.
Fuck. Ooh, uncomfortable.
So
Gone in 60 Seconds. Gone in 60 Seconds was a remake.
Was it okay? Was it?
Yeah, it was a remake. I didn't grow up with the original Gone in 60 Seconds, right? I didn't find out it was a remake until after I saw
Yeah.
the
So that was
first one.
that's a
That
classic
was a good
case
one.
of like, oh, that's a remake.
Right.
I just found out.
Longest Yard, though.
That's a
Longest
good one.
Yard,
That's a good one.
I think, is a great remake. The original with Burt Reynolds was great. It was a great movie, but I think Adam Sandler did a very good job of remaking it.
Yeah.
Especially because Burt Reynolds was included in
Yeah.
it, right?
First of all, it's a fucking Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah.
Not
But-
a fan?
Oh, I love Adam
okay.
Sandler.
Yeah, huge Adam Sandler fan.
Yeah.
Adam Sandler, if you ever wanna join us, please.
We'll put up Boston Bruins stuff.
He
out
won
there,
the.
sure.
Yeah.
Don't want to sidetrack too much.
No, that's
but-
what we do.
no, yeah.
Hard left, no blinker.
Yeah. There was a award for comedians, and he received it last year, I think it was. And they do it at the Kennedy Center.
Okay.
Big deal, but Adam Sandler is awesome.
Very down to earth.
Down to earth and gracious. Yep.
Good human being. Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
We've talked about him before, like as far as how he's one of the guys that we would like to meet. There's a lot of guys that have worked with him, like Rob Schneider.
Well, he's got that
with
group
Big
of friends.
Daddy.
Yeah, he's got that group of
like,
friends that he just takes with him on like
Yeah.
every film.
all of those guys that he hangs out with are all just really great guys.
Yeah.
Like Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Steve Buscemi's a great guy. Like former firefighter in New York
He
when
volunteered
9/11 happened.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
when 9/11 happened, he went back and like volunteered at the fire department and was like helping with everything. But he
told
didn't
people-
want. Yeah, he
yeah,
was
he
like,
told
I
people
don't
not- I
take
don't want
pictures of me. I don't want any media. I don't want anything like this. It wasn't until years later that
It
all
came
of that
out, yeah.
came out. So like Adam Sandler and all of the guys that he works with, like just great guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Cheers.
What?
2 beers.
2 beers.
We've got 3 beers.
3 beers and a shot.
All
All
right.
right, we'll let Bob finish that up, and then if you want to give me some snake bites there, buddy.
I was gonna ask. Didn't
You
even
don't
give me
need to
a chance.
ask. You know the right answer.
Sounds like a GI Joe character.
That's Snake Eyes.
I know.
Oh.
I'm just saying it sounds like it.
Oh, right. All right, Bob, you gonna take a cheers with us at
Yeah,
least?
absolutely,
Or take-
man.
Here, let me snake eyes this one.
Snake eyes.
Snake Eyes.
Snake.
Now we're saying. Now
Yeah,
we're gonna
we'll
call it
just-
Snake
we'll just
Eyes.
tip
We're
for
gonna
tat.
roll some dice.
for tat.
Dice.
Yeah,
Oh, thank
He
you.
already got you.
Thank you.
we'll hip for hop.
Hip for hop.
Get it? That's a beer joke. Hop.
Hoppy.
Yep.
I get it. Wow. Ready?
I guess.
I guess. Cheers.
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 You don't have to chug.
Do it.
Oh, Eddie, you didn't do it.
What? Oh yeah. You're getting a little sidetracked today.
Well, now
too.
we only have one left.
One beer joke.
One beer till they go.
What is it?
So
What's that? That's his way of annoying me.
You guys are chugging 3.
No.
No.
That was our first beer. This is our second beer.
We just so the third one is a sipper.
Third one, yeah. After
Okay.
this, it's just a sipper. So, cheers.
Cheers. Good night.
Yep, I feel better now.
Yep.
Yep.
Why are your eyes wet?
Why are my eyes wet?
Don't worry about
Because
it.
we just chugged 2 beers. That's what happens
Hey,
when
that's
you chug
premium beer. It's a
Yeah.
fine pilsner.
It is.
Fine,
I will say Miller Lite's one of my favorite ones to chug.
Like
I'm gonna
if
steal
beers
one.
were celebrities,
Yeah.
Miller Lite would be like an Adam Sandler. Very much for the people.
Yeah.
Because they do a lot of things that their drinkers like. So they did that collab with the Pringles, right?
Oh, yeah.
The beer can chicken, the steak.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I
And
was
then
like,
the
what the
bratwurst.
fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
Chips that eat like a mill.
Yeah. And they were pretty good. And then they did
They
the,
were good, I will say. The chicken tastes like chicken. The bratwurst tastes like bratwurst.
the
They were-
snozberries taste like snozberries.
There you go. Berries
Oh, I-
and cream.
so we went-
berries and cream.
So we went in there, right? Before the episode.
Oh yeah, I had to eat. I was ordered to
Yeah.
eat before we started
I-
filming
You
because
guys-
it is a little early.
You guys
today.
were like, you guys got to get him something to eat. Like
Yeah.
he needs to eat before. I was like, okay. I'm in there opening the fridge, and he goes, I was instructed I needed to eat, and I said, okay. He goes, I'll just take whatever, and I pull out like this white bowl, and it's just berries. I looked at him, and I was like, berries and cream, berries and cream. Oh, how I love berries and cream. He goes,
I
no.
legit when he started doing it, It scared me. Like I saw his pilgrim haircut, and I was like, I don't want him. I don't want it.
And he's over there warming up his chicken and rice, and I just go,
Yeah.
We'll have to show you that.
oh yeah, your dad's so lost. We got a special hat for the draw today.
Yeah. I don't know.
Ooh.
A
And
little bit of
Right on.
engineering profiles.
And-
Right
Engineer-
on.
Plug Engineering Profiles, a great
Which, oh my
custom
god.
profile extrusion company. That,
Yeah, if we get,
okay, what are we doing here?
So you got to
So
pick
now-
one. So you pick the question, you read it out loud,
And then we answer it.
and then we'll answer it.
Before it was just us talking about nonsense. Now it's guided nonsense.
Guided nonsense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, question. Have you ever had a summer job as a teenager, and do you have any funny stories?
Kind of.
I mean, I did I work. So
Oh, this
I
is-
think this is a targeted
yeah, was
question.
this
I
targeted?
really feel like this
Did
is
you
a
write this
targeted
one?
question.
It's it's.
This is a Connie question.
This is Linda related.
All right. So there has to be a story here.
Summer,
So
Yeah.
teenage job.
yeah.
Maybe at a gas station.
Maybe at a gas station or something.
Oh lord.
Oh.
Now it's just.
Is it me? Do I
let-
have to answer
yeah,
this?
it-
I'll answer, but they want to hear yours.
Oh, my. You guys tell of
I-
yours.
I worked at a snow cone shop.
Really?
Yeah.
A snow cone shop?
I've never told you about this.
No, but again, this is why I love this podcast, right? Because I continually learn things about you that emphasize why our friendship is the way that it is.
So I worked at a snow cone shop, right? It was a chain throughout, like West Texas.
So the fact that it was a chain
So
makes a
okay,
big
so it
deal
wasn't
here.
it wasn't just snow cones, but they also had like smoothies, iced coffees, and then they had like sodas. The amount of flavors they had.
So it was like a malt shop.
You're so old. You're so old. A
What the
malt
fuck?
shop.
You
A
you
malt shop.
described a malt shop almost to a T. Am I wrong? Like,
Don't ask him.
why are you?
Cause you're old as
I'm
fuck.
older than you. So I mean,
Okay, so you worked at a snow cone lab.
Now it just sounds like a drug dispensary.
What did? Okay, like, I don't know where you were going, but I didn't mean to derail you. Fuck you. So you worked at a fucking snow cone shop.
So they had like, it was something crazy like 60 flavors of snow cone like syrups. When you applied and you're like, yeah, you're hired, right? You went in for your orientation and they gave you a study guide. Like it was a packet.
Wow.
So the study packet was like iced coffees and smoothies. So you had to know what was in the smoothie just by hearing the name.
Okay.
And they had you take a test, bro.
Bro.
Before final, like, yep, you're employed here. And then my least favorite part was doing the snow cones because they wanted it packed a certain way and the ice had to be a certain like consistency. And they had like blocks. They would freeze them in blocks, and it was like this
like
big
the
machine.
shaved ice.
Yeah, yeah.
Like the ice would be in a block, and
It was a big block,
like
like
a
this.
machine shaved it.
Yeah, so you put
Okay.
it. You would put it in this machine.
The way that you described it. Go ahead.
Still thinking malt.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm on the same page.
I'm
on
the
the
youngest one here.
Okay.
So, occasionally you would rotate out, be like, okay. Also, they had a drive-through. Like it was a walk-in space, and
Yeah.
they had like tables and stuff. Occasionally, you'd be like, all right, I'm gonna take over the shaved ice space, and like you take care of the counter. Cool.
Why
Right.
did
So
you
like,
say occasionally? Why didn't you say occasionally? Why did you have to say occasionally?
why'd you have to say malt? Shut up.
Go ahead.
All right. So, like, all right, I'm gonna take over shaved ice. Like you take care of the customers. All right, cool. So it was like my first customer service job.
Okay.
Right. So like, I had fun with it. Right. Like my.
Eddie did what Eddie did.
Yeah, Eddie's a customer guy.
Yeah, I hate that I interact with people and that I like it. Right? Like, there's this one guy that we used to work with, and he was the manager. His name was Hector.
Hector.
I hated Hector.
Really?
Yeah, I'd see, a couple of, girls that I had a crush on in
Yeah.
high school,
Yeah.
right? And they came up and they'd be like, oh, so what do you, I've never been here. What do you recommend? I was like, well, do you want something fruity or do you want something exotic? And
That's how he used to flirt.
yeah, 100%.
Do you want something fruity
Or
exotic?
And I would only use that line. I would only use that line when Hector was working.
Okay.
Right? So Hector's doing something like probably working drive-through. Like, oh, so do you want something fruity or do you want something exotic? I was like, oh, like probably something fruity. I was like, all right, Hector, what time do you get off work? Right? So like that's the only part he would hear because I would yell it out. I was like, all right, Hector, what time do you get off work? And he'd just be like,
Ah.
right? But the off chance, right?
Yeah.
They'd be like, oh, well, what about something exotic? I was like, well, I don't get off till 9, so. So
Sure.
that was my summer job. And then I got fired in August.
Yeah.
I got fired in August. They were like, hey, we don't need you anymore. All right, cool.
So I only worked at one place before I joined the Navy, and that was at
The malt shop.
the Holiday Inn in Cody, Wyoming. It was in summer that I started, and then like I would work throughout the winter and stuff like that. But Cody, Wyoming is very much a touristy town, so like summer huge, lots of business. Winter not so much, right? Because it's fucking Wyoming.
I mean, that was going to be my argument as like, why is there tourism in summer?
Yeah.
It's Wyoming.
Well, it's
snowmobiling, though,
It's
right?
right next to Yellowstone. The Buffalo Bill Historical Center is there. The Irma, which we've talked about before. As far as Wyoming is concerned, Cody, Wyoming is like one of the biggest touristy places that you could go.
I was going to say the acronym for Wyoming is why?
Shut up. As far as like things that happened while I was working, nothing crazy.
No.
But there were numerous days because in the summer the nightly rodeo is happening. So like every night we'd go to the nightly rodeo after I got off work. We'd get fucking hammered drunk after the rodeo, and then I'd show up at like 6 o'clock in the morning to like cart bags, and I was always fucking plastered. There was never a time I showed up at 6 o'clock in the morning ready to work.
But you did the job.
I did the job.
That's the important part.
Absolutely did. Me
Work
and my
ethic.
buddy, yeah,
That's
me and
just
my
work
buddy would
ethic.
show up. There was about 4 or 5 of us, and me and my buddy were the youngins, and we were both underage. But we would show up housed out, fucking drunk every morning. And the old guys were like, "Are you fucking serious? Like, shut up and move the bags, bitch."
I'm doing the cleanse.
Yeah. I got to get ready for tonight.
So I'm going to tell you something I don't think I've told you yet.
There's
Right.
lots of things you haven't told me.
There, apparently. So in 5th grade, we were learning the states. And it
Yeah.
was like, all right, everybody's going to get assigned a state. You have to report on that state. You like everything, the
Yeah.
flag, capital, interesting facts, all that stuff. Right. 5th grade, I got Wyoming.
Bummer.
What's the state bird of Wyoming?
I don't remember anything except the flag,
Which is
the buffalo.
the buffalo.
The buffalo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which, if you drive from Colorado into Wyoming on I-25, right, there's a buffalo on a little hill. Oh, okay. All the fucking times I've sat here and listened to you talk about how Texas is
When
great.
When the turns have tabled.
Boy, howdy, let me
And,
tell you.
Yeah.
It wasn't a summer job. It was when you worked at the hotel.
Which story? I have so many stories from that.
They put you in the bar.
Are you talking about the Long Island iced tea? So when I started working at the hotel, I was the assistant engineer, right? The maintenance guy. I was the maintenance guy, but
Okay.
my dad was the lead maintenance guy,
Okay.
and it was just him and me. So,
Okay.
it was a family business.
Yeah.
It was a good team.
Yeah. I think it was very cool. Like if I could work outside of the Navy in a position where I could hire my kids,
Yeah.
I would.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You teach them like, hey,
Work ethic.
this.
You
Yeah.
teach
First
them
of all,
work ethic.
yeah, work ethic, and like also like.
Every job matters.
Yeah, like. No, I mean not all jobs. Matter.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Black
I cut
jobs
you off.
matter.
Whoa. I would not be able to say that. You can't say that, Bob. We're gonna let Eddie ride this one fucking solo.
Oh, sorry. That's where my mind went. Okay, but like, so I started in maintenance, My dad found another job where he's still working to this day with the Department of Public Safety. And I got moved up from maintenance to the front desk. Another customer service job, right? And they said, okay, if you're going to work front desk, you got to work the system, but you also have to know how to run the cafe, because we had a cafe attached to us.
The first thing, put the tip jar out, right?
Yeah. Do you want something fruity, or do you want something exotic? They were like, hey, you need to learn how to make these drinks, because I was 18, 19 at the time.
Okay, so you can't serve, you just can't drink.
Yeah. And so I had a customer come down to the bar one night. I'm working the night shift. It's like 3 to 11 or something. And the dude goes, hey, can you make me a Long Island iced tea? I said, got you. I didn't know that a Long Island iced tea had 4 shots in it. All right. However, I knew that we had a Starbucks attached to us. So my ass brewed a cup of black tea, poured it into an iced cup, and poured a shot of vodka. And so, so here's what validated it for me. Did
he taste it and he was like, this is the best Long Island I've ever had?
Yeah, so I gave it to him, and I was like, is that good? And he goes, no, that's really good, man. Thanks. I said, all right, that's $11. And he paid me and tipped me. I didn't even know.
That's how this works.
I didn't even know, and I figured out Long Island iced tea. I'm so good at bartending. It wasn't until I joined the Navy.
You're the worst. You're literally the worst human being possible.
He served him a coffee martini.
It wasn't until I joined the Navy and I went to a bar and somebody was like, "Can I get a Long Island iced tea?" And I'm looking.
I know how to make that.
I'm looking at them and was like, wrong.
That's not how you make that.
So wrong. Wrong. There's not even cola in a Long Island iced tea. What is he doing? What is he doing? Oh my! Did you see how much alcohol's in that? Voiced that out one time and they were like, "That's how you make it." I was like,
"What are you talking about?
No, you don't,
dumbass."
No, you don't. And it was a very humbling experience to find out how a Long Island iced tea was made.
Well, actually, my first job was a paper route in the Alleghenies. Again, we'll go back there. God bless Mom, and she she's like she wanted me to work. They had one like paper box, and everyone in the area, they would just kind of bundle everybody's paper and throw it in a box, and as you're driving or walking or sending your kid or whatever to the box, the first guy there would open it up and you'd look through. Each one was individualized. I have the name. Okay, there's a Heigl paper, and you take off. And my mom's like, downtown Ridgeway, there's kids, boys and girls delivering papers to the doorstep.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring a paper out to the mountain, and of course, it's a lot different from downtown Ridgeway to up on Bootjack, dirt roads, and half of it's impassable. You'd have to go through the Mount Laurel and rock. And
wait, so Grandma Betty brought the paper route.
She brought the paper route to the mountain. Via me, and she's like, "Okay, got a job, son."
The rest of the neighbors are counting on you, Bob.
Yeah, and I would have to. I can only ride my trail bike to certain points, and then it's impassable.
You gotta walk.
And then I'm walking, I'm humping. But it was interesting because rather than tips and things of that nature, you'd get like rhubarb butter, and I'd come home all these mason jars of different jellies and jams and butters, and
that's the gift that keeps on giving
the whole year.
Exactly.
The whole year.
Anyway, that was kind of my first job, and then we moved to Ohio. The neighbors are out kind of looking around, and my mom is like, there's no stranger to my mom, and went over, introduced herself. Hey, we just moving in, blah blah blah, and the woman that was out in the front yard, she was kind of like taking inventory, and of course there's 6 of us running around like crazy people, and she's like, looks like you have a middle-aged teenage boy over there, and would he be interested in a job? She said, absolutely, he would be interested in a job. And Didn't even
Turns
ask,
out.
Yeah, didn't even ask what that job might be. Long and behold, it was pumping gas. I was 15 years old, and Mom came across the street, and she goes, "You're going to work. Got you a job." And
Lucky you.
yeah. People across the street, they were independent owners of a gas station just down the road from us, and it was pretty cool. The owner, he had two boys. He had two sons. One was a college guy, and his oldest son, Randy, he was a mechanic. And so Don and Randy, their last names were Eisnagel. They were certified mechanics, and they had two bays, and they're working on cars.
Better than Walmart right now.
Yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
But their youngest son, Ronnie, he was a college guy, but when he came home for the summers, Don said, "Yeah, you're coming to work." Well, I'm working there pumping gas. It was a full service gas station at the time. There was none of this, serve yourself.
Right.
You come out, you had to fill up today, check the oil, your tire, clean the windshield. You did everything. It's full service.
Yeah.
Ronnie would be sitting there with his feet up, on the desk, and and some dude pulls in. He's like, "Bob, that's you. Go on out there and pump the goddamn gas." And I'm like, "Okay, yeah, 15-year-old kid, right?
Yeah.
We had some regular customers that would come in, and there's one young lady who would come in this little hot Mach 1 or 2, whatever, Mustang, and as soon as the bell rang and Ronnie saw that, he'd be kicking me out. I'd be walking out the door ready to go clean the windshields, and Ronnie kicked me away, and he goes, "Bob,
Out of the way.
yeah,
I got this
put air
one.
in their tires, check the oil," and he sat there and polished the hell out of that front windshield. It was crystal clear. Yeah. Never did the back or anything else.
Front
With
windshield.
that front
was
windshield right there.
Both the windows and his
Squeegee.
intentions.
Anyway, so in this full service station, they would have secret shoppers, from
Like headquarters. and
headquarters
stuff.
would come in, and if you didn't ask for, "Hey, do you want to fill up? Check the oil," all this kind of thing, you get check the box, check the box, check the box. And you knew when you had one, you would go through the routine, and then they would say, "Need to use the bathroom." So the bathrooms had to be spotless all the time. Anyway, so it was time to clean the restrooms on this Saturday sweltery afternoon, and it's, I'm 15-year-old, Ronnie's like, "Clean the fucking bathrooms, Bob." Okay. And I walked into the men's room, and it hit me I almost passed out. And I went, "That is incredible." And I was like, "Okay, can do it." And I come back, Mr. Eisnagel and Randy, they did a half day on Saturdays, for service. I said, "Mr. Eisnagel, I'm sorry." He goes, "Are you all right, Bob?" And I said, I just, the men's restaurant's pretty messed up. And he goes, "Don't worry. Go on in there and sit down." He went and got his son, Ronnie. And he said, "Ronnie," he cleaned the damn bathroom. And Ronnie looked at me. Oh, he glared at me, and he put his feet down. He went stomped off. Next thing I know, I see him with a hose rolling this thing down the lot. The whole time he's going like this at me. I'm like,
Ronnie's spraying a turd down the road, just pissed at you the whole time.
Oh, yeah, he goes,
"You
"Son."
see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch."
Just because of you. Just want you to know I synced this before I knew.
Yeah.
That's why I synced
He's probably so mad because he left that there for you. He was like, "You know what? Fuck Bob. I'm going to leave this fucking planter.
may have, I don't
I'm going
know.
to put this planter right here, and I know he's going to have to clean it."
Is that the story you're trying to get after?
Yeah.
There it is.
Squirting a log down the road. That's what you wanted.
All the time he was flipping me off. I'm like, "Sorry, man."
You want to go next?
No, you go.
You want me to go next?
Yeah, you go. Okay, you're going to need one, so I'll need one.
Did that go in?
Bingo.
Did that go in?
Yeah.
Did yours miss? Yeah.
That's the one.
Whatever's down
Whatever
there.
you just threw out, that's the one.
I'm so glad we were still recording with all of that.
To be fair, I wasn't trying to lie there. Right? Like you asked multiple questions very, very rapidly. You were like, "Did that go in? Did yours miss?" And I was like, "Did that go in? Yes." Did yours miss?
Yeah, you did one of these.
So many things happening. So I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to lie. There's no benefit in me lying about whether or not my beer can fell into the trash.
I
can.
elbowed mine and I asked
yeah,
you, did
it was
that go
very
in?
good. Yes,
And
yours
then you
went
shot
in.
Yours.
Yours went in. I shacked it and like totally missed a free throw. So, what you got?
This is already hitting on what we wanted to. I feel like we
her?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. get rid
Did
of
you
it.
have an imaginary friend?
Okay.
Yeah.
We
You
talked
did.
know
about
that.
this.
We did.
I've already shared mine.
Life saving. Although my imaginary friend never saved my life. In the middle of the night.
I can smell what you're stepping in.
Rolling across the
If
Just spraying
yeah,
it across the ground.
asphalt. Another thing we used to do, which was just crazy, so we changed oil, and the other thing I had to do is, Bob, take the oil, and we used to just pour the oil down all around the curbs to kill the
Kill the weeds.
yeah.
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 Now I gotta fucking truck it all the way down to O'Reilly's
Yeah.
and pour it into a tub. No, you're not just gonna fucking
Cheers.
like cheers my cheers.
if you could throw up on one person, who would it be and why?
All right, so
if you could throw up on
if you
somebody,
could throw up on one person,
who would it be and why?
who would it be and why? Bob, do you know? Not a clue.
Not a clue. No.
Do you have anything?
I don't know.
I would go back to like the people that I would least be likely to want to meet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of where my brain was at. I'm actually thinking of people that like have
Wronged you?
wronged me. Yeah. But it's
Okay.
2025 and I'm not being mean. I know exactly who I'm throwing up on, but I'm not going to say their name. I know exactly who I'm throwing up on. All I'll say, this is what I'll say. If you know, then you know. If you don't, then you don't. If you spread rumors about people, then I'm going to throw up on you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
That's
add to
all I'm
that.
going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
I might
and
add
you're
to that.
probably a female.
I'm gonna
That's
add
all
to
I'm
that.
saying.
If you quit nursing school because you feel prejudice against, I'm gonna throw up on you. That'll make sense later. That'll make sense later.
We've unleashed our fury, as subtle as it may be.
Would it be Ronnie?
No, I mean, as violent as vomiting is, nobody. I can't think of anybody. I mean,
You're a better person
Let me
than us,
ask you,
Bob.
if you met someone and you were just so excited that it caused you to vomit, like, is there anybody out there that, like, if you met them in person, you might just throw
just
up?
vomit. Well,
Not like in a bad way, but like, oh my God, I can't believe I get to meet you. But
Yeah.
like that
I'm
kind
either
of thing.
well, that would be
vomiting or
my
fainting.
wife.
Oh,
Putting it into that context, I mean, if it, love is going to make you vomit, then I mean, yeah. But
isn't that so lovely?
I want to vomit on you.
Bob is now the person of the year because every
There
time
you
we
go.
gag,
I love you.
no, I don't. No, it's because I love you. You're my person. Oh, you look so great in that dress.
Yeah,
Like, that's it. That's it.
I like it.
Bob gave us
I'm
the
glad.
excuse.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, one more. Then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
What was your first drunken experience? I was 14 or 15
I was in high school.
when I first got drunk. And all right, this is gonna sound really weird. I remember going up into the woods outside of Cheyenne, me and a couple of buddies, and we got drunk on Miller Genuine Draft.
Ooh,
Yeah,
GD.
MGD. So we
That's
got
rough.
drunk. Yeah. We had a fire going, and like we started drinking. We had a good time, and eventually we started singing a cappella. Lean on me.
Gay. So gay.
So gay. Like what the fuck were we doing?
You guys are
Oh my
right
god,
on
we sound
too.
so good right now.
So good.
Wow, we should start a band. it's funny that you mentioned that because I remember a couple episodes ago we did MGD for our fucking beers.
We did.
And it was right after we were up in California. And I remember I told you, I was like, that'd be such a good idea to do like MGD for our beers.
And you said...
Ugh.
Ugh.
Oh boy, that's rough.
That's what he said. We were talking about it beforehand. He was like, "Yeah, I told Bartender Bob that we were gonna do MGD," and he went, "Ooh."
And I was like,
No. But yeah, that was my first like actual like I had sipped on beer and stuff like that before,
Yeah.
but that was my first like drunken experience. So in the mountains outside of Cheyenne, singing "Lean on Me" with 3 dudes. Like that was the fuck was going on in our brain.
And then we showed each other our dicks.
But that was my first. Anybody else could go now.
Yeah, we moved from Columbus to Kent, Ohio. I was 16, bought my first car, 71 Cutlass Supreme Coupe.
Man.
Good car.
Yeah,
Good car.
yeah, 350 Rocket. It was funny because my dad,
Wait, you bought that car?
I bought it. Yeah, when we moved to Kent, there was a company, corporate, Ohio, Standard Oil Station was right in the main drag, and I went and applied, and I think with my previous experience, I got the job. Kept saving money, bought a car, saw this burnt orange 71 Cutlass sitting out, side pipes on it. Went home and I said, I found a car, Dad. He goes, let's go take a ride. And so we went and looked. And he didn't drive it. He goes, just drive it. And he was in the passenger seat. Came up on the first stoplight. Freaking brake pedal. I'm like, shit. I was getting ready to start pulling safety brakes. And shit, we're going through the light. I got it stopped, loaded up, and I'm like, okay.
Did you say anything?
No, I'm like,
Not a fucking word. Not a fucking word.
no, it's working great. And my dad's sitting there. We got done with the test ride, and and I went back, and he goes, "What do you think?" And I said, "I want to buy the car." And he goes, "Okay." He goes, that the thing doesn't fucking stop, right? And I said, "Yeah, it's all right.
I can replace the brakes.
Yeah, it's just brakes."
I can fix it.
So got the car. Anyway, so the first drunk, I guess, where we're going here.
Yeah. Hard left, no blinker.
I got my first car. I want to go back home. I want to get back up into the mountains, go see some friends. I got some freedom, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got a Jackson Brown 8-track running on empty. Slap that thing in, and away we go. Pick up my buddy there on boot jack. And so we run around, went to some of the beaches and stuff like that, and we came back, and it's like, okay, now what? What do you do around here? Now we're 16 years old. What do you do? And he goes, we go next door, get some beer. And I said, where? And he goes, the Bagakis. They had, they owned half the town. And he goes, grab a couple milk jugs. And when we went over, they have a kegerator out by their pool. At night, we sneak in and fill up a couple gallons of beer and chug away.
This is like super bad.
Bro.
And that
Filling
was
up
it. It was like, holy crap. The next day, not good.
the greatest.
Not good. Not good.
This is like super bad where they fill up like the Tide
Yeah, the
jugs.
side jokes.
That was my...
Was it just like you two, or was it like a party?
It was just the two of us. We got back after running and gunning, listening to Jackson Brown 8 million times. We get back to his house, like, okay, what do you do? He goes, go over here and get beer.
The thing you have to understand about El Paso is there's a dynamic between certain regions. East side is like, you're doing okay. You're doing well. West side, you're like, oh, you got money. Now, if you live in the valley,
Poe is fun.
Yeah. I lived on the east side, so we're like
You're okay.
Okay, yeah.
You're okay.
And through.
Which is why you had your own podcast, I assume. You came from money.
Yeah.
Went to private school.
Anyway.
Through certain channels, right? Like I became friends with some guys down in Riverside, and Riverside was in the valley, just like you. Instead of the woods or the mountains, right? Like we had desert parties.
Yeah.
So they're like, hey, we're gonna have this desert party, right? And it was essentially like you go out in the middle of fucking nowhere, dirt roads. Somebody picked up a couple of pallets from the back of Walmart and just lit them on fire.
Yeah.
Right, and everybody brought their own booze.
This
and,
sounds
and
exactly like every weekend that I had
yeah,
in Cody, Wyoming.
same thing, right? Just different locations.
Yeah.
And we had these small plastic cups, and somebody poured a shot of Jack Daniels, and we
Love it.
boom threw them back, and I held it in my mouth for like the longest time because I was just like. I feel like I like played it off. I was like,
You spit it out?
yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
You spit it out?
I drank.
You didn't
some of it.
inhale.
I drank some of it, and I was like, I do not like the way this tastes. Like it burns.
Duh.
Yeah. So took half a shot of fucking Jack.
Kind
and,
of.
Yeah.
Like you let it line the inside of your
Yeah,
mouth before
yeah,
you
yeah.
spit it out.
But I was like, people drink this? So,
Yeah.
Got it?
No. And then so like,
Is that it?
no. So
Nope. Not even there yet.
we
Haven't
drank-
even got to the story.
I can't. I honestly cannot remember what the fuck we drank. So we drank something. It might have been. It might have been.
I'll come at you.
I'm sorry. What?
Okay, we're gonna nope. We're gonna nope.
Okay.
If I would have said that to you, it would have been fine. Why
No. Yeah. If you say that to me, that's fine.
I didn't think about it. Okay.
This is why rumors start. This is why rumors start.
And why people need vomited on.
Yeah. So I ended up like drinking something fruity. I got drunk and ended up getting into this Jeep with this guy and like two other people, and he just started hill climbing like crazy, going over like running over mesquite bushes, and right hindsight wasn't the best idea. All right, but then it was fun as fuck.
Did he
So-
fucking?
No. He was good.
Oh, good for
yeah,
you.
he was good. Yeah, I remember this motherfucker jumped over a mesquite bush, landed where the campfire was, like around where all the fucking cars
People were.
And people.
Just like
bro.
jumped, fucking landed. He goes, "All right, we're done." I was like, "Yeah, we are." And I got off or got out. So got out of the fucking Jeep,
lands on the campfire.
Well, not on the campfire, but like the area. And I was like, he just lands. He goes, "All right, everybody out." I was like, "Yep, got out." But I ended up like spending the night at my friend's house. That he was in the lower valley, right? And his dad drove me back home. And this is how
His dad drove you home?
Yeah. And this is how I know like my parents are way more smarter than me, right? Because they like he dropped me off at the house, and my dad's out there just doing yard work. As a parent, you can tell when something's not right with your kid.
Yeah.
He goes, "All right, go grab the other rake. Like you need to help me."
It's time
And
to work,
yeah,
bitch.
and it was like a full day.
Yeah.
And it was the most miserable fucking yard work
Yeah.
I've ever done.
Yeah.
I've
A
had to
silent
do that
message
too.
right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've answered all of the questions that we've drawn. We've had a long day.
Yeah, it was
a bumpy ride to get
Yeah,
through this
however-
episode.
it was almost like a Ace Ventura bumpy ride.
Yeah. Bob, we're glad that you braved the episode with us. Sat here and let us go through our shenanigans.
Yeah. No, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Couple weeks we're gonna be up in Ohio
On location.
We'll bring
So
my sidekick, neighbor Dave.
Neighbor
though.
hell
He's
yeah!
gonna-
I'm looking forward to meeting Neighbor Dave.
Oh.
We've talked about how Bartender Bob and Neighbor Dave are basically you
Yeah.
guys are the OG longboats and luchadors.
Right on, man.
Yeah. Make sure you guys tune in for next week on location in Ohio. Like, follow, share. And until next time, cheers. Cheers.